And it's lights out and away we go. My UI is completely bugged. But the Alpine gets good getaway. DELTIC though, getting a better acceleration in that second phase. He picks up lap P1. I was trying to get the UI up. Panda down in the P2. There's an instant behind. Looks like one of the Astons spot. Big instant turn 3. One of the Ferrari's been caught up in an instant there. I believe it's Walker, after saying he's going to need to try and pick up some of that form he had last season, gets caught up in a lap 1 tangle, and that's going to usually derail his race now. Fanta's dropped away from the DRS to the top 3. They're already pulling away comfortably. Which, as you'd imagine with these soft tyres, they're pushing everything they can. Panda now gets up the inside of DELTIC, and he reclaims that race lead that he had on the start. Will Hills have a little look in the veil? He's not going to be close, he's not really going to have any sort of even thought about it there. As we've got someone at the inside of the Sauber, that's Bov and I think Orbit there battling down in the veil. Nick picking up the fast lap. And so much happening in these opening laps. As Brownest is under pressure from Michael Lewis now, who's also under pressure from Mini Walker. He has a bit of a look, and he's looking to go round the outside of turn 3. And what a move from the Haas driver. Can he maintain the inside line though? Up the inside turn 4, and what a move there from Mini Walker Gaming on his Haas debut, getting past the V car with Michael Lewis, who's going to come back down though. He's getting a good exit out of entry down the Brooklyn Straight. He's not going to be able to have a look there though. Michael dropping away from DRS now. There's a bit of a sever between P5 and P6. He's got Brown Spons behind, looking in the turn 1, the flat out corner, but it's obviously very easy to have a little incident here. Michael holds it round the outside. That's going to give Mini Walker advantage to try and get round the outside of turn 3 again. Mini Walker loving this turn 3 line. On the inside for turn 4, he's shoving Brownest as far away as he legally can. And another lovely move through that complex for Mini Walker. Brownest though gets the exit entry. He's going to have a look down the inside of Brooklands. Not quite close enough, or is he? Michael up the outside. He claimed that inside line for Luffield. Still there with the Ferrari, who's got a little bit of pressure from Carmen in the Aston behind. Michael still side by side with Brownest on exit though. Who's going to get the better run down the Cops? Who's going to seed? Michael trying to hold it, he just can't. The Ferrari's got a much better exit, and he clears him just for Cops. Now he's going to be under pressure on Cops' exit. Little bit of a wiggle there. Karma's going to have a look towards my expected. Thinks better of, it's not really the corner you want to go for a move on. And it's all heating up in this midfield. This train having a ding-dong battle starts off. DELTIC gets up into the lead again. There's DRS swapping up at the front there. And Karma's going to have a little look on the inside of Michael. Side by side now, going down towards this final sequence of corners. And he clears Michael. What a move from Karma. Michael is getting defensive against the McLaren behind. Froomglove's having that look. Forces Michael is to go a bit defensive again. Breaking it or try and hold that outside line. He's not going to be able to get positions. Good defense in the end from the V-Carb. Down in turn 1 again though. Karma's having a look. Michael's having a look on Karma though now. He's trying to pick up the scraps. These guys battling ahead of them. And this is a crazy 5-car battle in the midfield. It's actually 6-car battle now. As Michael is up the inside, he gets position on Michael. Karma gets through. Froomglove's going to have a look there on the entry. Maybe gets squeezed over the curb. Potential warning there for Froomglove in the McLaren. The Aston Martin of Karma is going to have a look on Mini Walker. Late dive on the brakes in the Brooklands. Forced him the long way around. Outside line for Luffy. And there's contact. There's contact between Mini Walker and Karma, as it just pushed limits a little bit too hard. Froomglove now. Again, we're seeing another battle towards Cops. Is Froomglove going to try and commit to that inside line? He's not going to be close enough. Michael just about gets the drive to keep that Ferrari behind him, but Karma, I think, actually got the move on Mini Walker, which didn't seem like there was any sort of move on there. Free Club Corner, we'll see. Oh, big moment now for Karma. That allows Brownest to get away. We'll see if he can break that DRS now. Mini Walker going to round the outside on Club Corner on Michael Louise. And into turn 1, he holds the outside line. Obviously, probably the ideal line you want to be on in that situation, because you can carry so much more momentum through that flat out turn. And it's going to be maintaining P8 for Mini Walker. As Froomglobe around the outside of turn 4. And a bit of an unorthodox place to go for the move. But on the entry, he gets the better exit and he gets the move, but actually doesn't. Very close to getting the move done. He's going to try and get it done before the end of this straight. Down in the Brooklands, claiming that inside line is going to make him go the long way around for Luffield though, unless he thinks to switch back. Late on the brakes, going to the outside, and he's just not lit enough taking that start and just kills off the momentum. Michael just about keeps P10, and these two guys having a massive scrap in the midfield. Neither one of them wanting to cede that position. As Froome Globe has a bit of a moment on Kops now, is that going to put him under pressure from Bov? It is in the Mags and Beckett's side by side. It's not something you see very often. Bov gets the move done. The jump on Froome Globe battling with Bov again, trying to get revenge for that move he got on Mags and Beckett's. Not quite able to on this occasion. Brownest and Karma again battling down towards Luffield. Michael goes for a move, and Michael leads on the V-carb. The battle of the Michaels now, down in the Luffield. AVT Michael takes that P9 position, but they're now out DRS and Mini Walker. Froome Globe still not able to get past the stick cyber of Bov. He's going to have a look in the veil, picks the inside line. It's a late dive from Froome Globe, still side by side. Is he going to switch back? He's not. Lovely defensive driving from Bov, as now Genchi's having a little bit of look on the McLaren, but the Ferrari's going to have a look at Genchi. Walker picking up scraps without early risk collision in the turn 1, and he gets the inside line up in the P13 as Brownest had a bit of spin. I don't know if that was contact with Mini Walker there, but Brownest has gone round. And that is detrimental. Both Ferraris now caught up in instance. Brownest now joining his teammate down P12 and P13. Genchi's having a half look at the Ferrari, but he's not really going to be close enough to make anything there. Michael hot on the heels with Michael Lewis. Michael Lewis goes off the track, has a bit of a wobble, and that picks him up a 3-second time penalty. That's his third strike for the track limits. Michael having a look now up the inside, claims P8 from the V-carb. Bov all over the rear of this battle though. Will he have a look? Michael Lewis is going to get back in the P8 now though, as Michael is the first driver to make the call to come into the box. Lap 10. Is he going to box for the hard tyres? I'd imagine he will. We've also got Froome Globe following Michael into the pits, and Froome Globe's actually gained what looks like a lot of time there into the pits. He's carried seemingly so much more speed, and he's picked up loads of time there. Bov still over the back of Michael Lewis. He's got both the Ferraris now breathing down his neck as they're up in the 10 and 11. Obviously, Walker getting hit with that lap on time, and Brownest having spin. Walker goes off the track on the exit Mags and Beck, as he just has a bit of oversteer, causing him to take the grass. And that's going to cost him the position of Ferrari, or not the Ferrari, the Alpine, as we've got DELTIC and Restore Panda both coming in the pits, and Drift Kills as well, all in the top 3, and Blake wants to come in. He's going to go for that undercut to try and get past the Williams of Fanta. He wants to get around him in the pits, to simply not find a way around him when he was behind him on track there. Had the full battery, but didn't seem to be able to find a way to get the move done. Is he going to get there? He's not going to get that rear wing open, which means Walker's going to be able to get past him this time round. Fanta now coming into the pits. TX1 Karma upstairs. Mini Walker is going to come in. Is Brownest going to make the decision to come in? He's going to stay out. Both Ferraris staying out. They're opting to go longer with the mediums. Or are they going to leave themselves vulnerable to the undercut? Pistol coming into the pits. As 3-second time penalty there for Froome Globe, and that's not what he would want. Genchi stays out as Karma inherits the race lead. DELTIC now coming around the final turn, as we'll keep an eye on Fanta. Where's Fanta going to come out in reference to Blake? Obviously the main battle for Blake before he came into the pits, as Blake coming down into the first corner now. Is he going to get past the Williams? And he does. He comes out just ahead, the undercut working out perfectly, and this is going to start giving Drift Kills the opportunity to break away a little bit. But Blake and Fanta both going to get the rear wing open. Drift Kills not going to have that advantage now as we come down the hanger straight. Is Blake's going to clear him? Is Fanta going to be able to follow through? As Drift throws the defensive move there, moves over probably a bit late, but Fanta able to follow through. I've seen a lot of drivers going for their moves on the inside of Stowe. We've got the first of the Ferraris in there, are going for that medium soft. Genchi bolts on the hard, or the soft compound tyres as well. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. It's high risk, high reward for these drivers opting to try and make that strategy work. He's going to have the DRS wide open now from that Red Bull. I'd imagine if he can put a car between himself and DELTIC, that's going to be huge for the Alpine. Up in the Stowe, he's going to take the inside line, and Brewdog really just sit and duck on those 14 lap out mediums. He's now going to be in front of DELTIC, or he's going to jump into the box. He's now out of the way of that fight, and that's probably the ideal scenario there for DELTIC, having Brewdog out of the way so he's not slowing him down. Brownest and Karma now coming into the pits. They've finally made their pit stops to the softs. They're going to have the freshest tyres out of anyone as we get to the end of this race. We've got Drift Kills having a look on Blake. Blake's having a look on Fanta in the snow. Gets ahead just before the braking. But he's going to have Fanta battling back now. On the outside for Vale. Blake still on the inside. He's over the big sausage curb. And that's going to hinder that exit now as we get on the club. After racing only half season, he was looking like he could have potentially solidified himself in that front row group. As Blake, around the outside of Luffield, goes, kills, and what an exit. And from the exit Luffield, he gets the move done in the McLaren. And that's lovely driving from Drift Kills on his debut. But he could definitely be pushing himself up towards those podium spots. As a massive drive from the Aston Martin. Drift Kills having a look down the inside in Brooklands. And he's came steaming down the inside. Claimed the apex for himself. And that's a lovely move to get him back up in the P3. Karma around the outside, and that's the second time in 3 laps we've seen Blake get bested on the outside of Luffield. Is Karma going to have a look at Cobb? He thinks about trying to squeeze the car up the outside. Absolute balls of steel for Karma. As now outside of Michaels and Beckett. And he gets that move done. He's using those soft tyres to his advantage. And now he sets his sights on Drift Kills in that final podium position. Panda up in the P1. Obviously 7 seconds the gap between P3 and P2. I don't see Karma, even with that crazy tyre advantage, managing to get that gap down. But looking insanely quick on those softs. Up in the P3. Pistol and Michael Lewis are battling behind. Got Walker having a look on the end of last lap as well. Throne Globe up in the P7. Pistol claims the inside of Vale. Still there. Throne Globe going a long way around. And he gets that move done on the Mercedes. Pistol getting past Throne Globe on the straight. Is Throne Globe going to be vulnerable to Walker? He is. Walker going 2 in the 1 like a Tesco meal deal down in the Brooklands. He's not able to make that second move stick. Oh, Pistol forcing the long way around. A little bit of a squeeze, but seemingly all legal. Brownest trying to get the move on Michael Lewis as Mini Walker has a bit of a spin on Luffield exit. And he's going to be losing out massively now. Mini Walker and Bov now battling through Vale. Bov holding it around the outside. He's going to try and keep it there for the club. Not quite able to though. And that's great defensive driving from the Haas. And who's that? That's Blake's gone off. And that's Blake from the run in the podium positions. He's had that spin. He's now going to be vulnerable to Walker down in the P6. And that's going to be heartbreak for Millard and heartbreak for Blake, as he was looking like it was going to be such a solid result. He had a decent race in Austria. But now that instance going to completely derail any potential podium hopes he had there. Brown has caught back up the Pistol. He's managed to regain that DRS. Blake up the inside turn for Walker. Pistol has a look on the inside though. Potentially free ride. Pistol. There's a little bit of contact with the Ferrari. Looks like he got pushed over the curb on entry. But Brownest having a look, seeing if he can pick up scraps. Pistol still battling with Walker up the inside of left field. He reclaims that position, and there's building on that strong start as his Brewdog in Luffield has spun ahead. Walker gets the move on Blake there, and Blake is just falling and tumbling down the order. His tyres is not able to compete with those softs. As we go to the inside of Cobbs, is Brownest going to hold it? Blake holds around the outside, but Brownest on the inside. So we get the better run down in the Max and Beckett's. Is Blake still there though? Blake still over here. He's picked up that 3 second. So he has ran wide on Cops. And that could potentially cost him in this whole train. Brown is now looking like he's going to be emerging P6 out of these lot. Michael Lewis goes for the move on Blake. And Blake's now got his teammate behind him. He's just tumbling down this order. Restored Panda looking to get on the board for race wins. DELTIC wanting to claim his second as we come out on the exit of Mike's Beckett. DELTIC gets a good exit. He's going to burn everything. Restored Panda also burning now. Down to 40%. It's looking very even. Down in the snow. Panda goes defensive. Forces DELTIC the long way around. And DELTIC gets the power down. But down in the field, still side by side. He's going to have the inside line now. Probably the optimal line if you want to get the move done. DELTIC down the inside. Panda goes for the switchback around the outside of the club. And he gets their exit to the line. Restore Panda claims the race win. What a move. Down in the club. Fanta picks up P3. He's going to get that final podium step. A 2-3 for the Williams. Karma picked up P4 on a lovely debut drive. Drift kills in P5. Pistol comes home to claim P6 from a P20 quali ban. A lovely stuff from the Mercedes. P7 after Barnes gets P6 on penalties. Walker P8, Michael Lewis P9, Blake P10, Froglo comes across P11, Bov gets ahead of Genchi, he comes through in P12, Mini Walker and Nick Fury hand in hand for the Haas drivers, P14 and P16. Karma has retired from leaving the session, but he's still going to get that P4. Brewdog P16, Orbit on his debut, P18. That's going to be a debut to forget. And Amaro Espion from quali ban the lapped. And it's probably a nightmare race for the Cyber. But what an ending to that race.